Hi, welcome to this one. Now, in this one, we'll be looking at another powerful window function. This window function is either the lag or the lead over function. They're basically the same thing doing, the opposite things, right? So the idea of this function is it basically helps you to get the next or the previous value for a certain group that you want to. Just like every window function, it allows you to maintain the same level of granularity of your data while you perform this powerful analysis. So we'll dive straight into the query, and then you would even understand it a lot better. So here we have the median population, which shows like different countries and their median population for different years. And then when we query this, so here we have the select star, which is basically referring that we bring out all the columns just as it is in the data set, right? But here in this case, we would like to add a new column, which basically lags. And so what does it lag? So the idea is it will take this, for this country, we would like to bring the previous year for you. Basically we'd like to, get the median population for the previous year. So that is the year 2022. We'd like to make the reference here. And, this basically, let's just hop on and we will understand it even better. So we have the lag. So we're basically lagging the mid-year population, right? So here, and then we will be lagging it over a certain partition. So what are we partitioning by? What is the group that we have here? So it's basically the country, right? We would like to see the previous mid-year population of the group country. So here in this case, we'll be partitioning by the country name. And then we will order by, basically we will be ordering by the year. So what is the year doing here? So basically the year helps us to sort the data, because then, there has to be some sort of, like what makes something like the previous, what makes it the next? Is it because of the, the size of the population that makes one the next, or the previous, or the year of the population? So this idea in this case, it's the year of the population. So it's the year. In this case, like if we look at year 2021, then the population of year 2020, in this case, is now the previous population. And this is the same case for this particular use case. So here we could say previous year population. And then you want to also do the same to get the next year population. And so here, so you have the lead, right? And so when you run this query, what do you get? So here you will get, so for instance, the case of Madagascar here, you have the year 1950. And in the year 1950, Madagascar had this population. However, there was no record for 1949. And that's the reason why you have a null here. And then you want to, here we should have put a next year population. Yes. So here basically we have like this data set again. So here we have like the population for Madagascar for the year 1950, but in the previous year there was basically no there was no record for the population of 1949, and that's why you have a null. Now in the year 1951 you basically have this value, which basically is the next year for year 1950. And this is the idea, this is the idea of this lead and lag. And basically it just gives you an idea if you would like maybe to calculate, for instance, the the difference of how is the population increasing in Madagascar, for instance. Now here what you basically do is you create an extra cell, which is basically doing minus. So what is it doing? So it is taking the So basically we want to see how is the population increasing year over year, right? So here we look at the midpoint, So we look at the midpoint, mid-year population, and then we minus it from the previous one, which is basically the lag, right? So here, and then we can include it here, and then we will call this new cell the difference from last year. So here, what do we see here? Basically, we can see that in this case now, Croatia is the one that pops up. Here we have like the media population, and we try to do, we have the previous year, but the previous year is not available for 1949, and that's why we have it null here. And also this basically affects the difference from the last year. Also for Croatia, basically we can see the next year, which basically tallies with this, which is 1951, right? And then what we can basically see in this case where we have the full rows here is from mid-year, we could see the previous year. And when you do a subtraction of this from this, then you get this. And this is the reason why this function is very powerful, because it basically helps you calculate some things. Even here you could do some kind of percentage, increase. You could do all sorts of things, because then you have the power to do even bigger, analysis by using the window function. See you in the next one, where we also go deeper and go deeper and deeper in the window function. Bye-bye. And subscribe to the channel as well. Bye.